Government has banned cattle grazing in Victoria's Alpine National Park, saying it's a threat to the environment. Come August, the cattlemen whose stock have grazed the high country for generations won't have their leases renewed. They'll receive grants of up to $100,000 to move their cattle elsewhere. But local politicians are warning of a rural revolt at the next state election.
After 170 years of history and decades of debate, Victoria's high country cattlemen have been told to move.
Steve Bracks will go down in history as the man who killed the man from Snowy River.
A task force has assessed the environmental impact of grazing in the Alpine National Park, recommending a 10-year ban in high areas and controlled grazing below 1,200 metres. But the government has gone further. None of the park's 61 grazing leases will be extended when they expire.
The Alpine National Parks are precious, fragile. They need to be looked after for our kids. Removing damaging grazing from them will help ensure that for the future.
The correct decision that will annoy a small minority of people, but that the vast majority of thinking Australians will applaud.
45 farmers will be compensated to help move their 8,000 cattle to the nearby state forest. $100 per head up to $100,000. That's done little to quell the anger in the region.
You take an area like Omeo, it's the hub, the centre of that, the identity of that area. So you've really cut deeply into the veins of the local community.
We now have moved on a lot, and we now have a national park in place, and this is the next logical step.
The opposition parties and independents are united in criticism, with a warning from one who helped the government take power in 1999.
It could be the catalyst which finally breaks the camel's back in its electoral success in those country seats.
We don't buy green votes with bad public policy.
The government wants the move to be the first step towards World Heritage listing for the area. Ben Worsley, ABC News.